Good morning YouTube and welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I'm going over some of your highest paid NFL quarterbacks. So I'm going to make a new series on this channel. Mondays used to be when I went over, so I started my first 2 weeks on this channel doing Mondays being NFL highlights from Gronk and from Jerry Rice. Those were my first 2 videos that I did for NFL highlights. Those videos have done just about as poorly as any other video on this channel could have possibly done. So I'm scrapping those ideas. Those videos are not doing well. You guys don't want to see those, so I'm not doing them anymore. Today I figured I would start a new series on the channel that will take over the Monday slot, and those will be NFL salary videos, because I know that a lot of people are interested in knowing how much players make. I know that a lot of people have looked that up in the past, but there's not really a lot of places that you can go to see them all in one spot. I'm on sportrack.com right now. I'm very appreciative of their website because it does display everything all in one area, and it is really nice to see. So I'm going to be analyzing this data. I'm going to be going over what players think are paid too much, what players I don't think are paid enough, and any rookies or players still on their rookie contracts that are due for an upgrade that I think are going to be getting one over the next few seasons. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. So, first of all, everyone's heard of Patrick Mahomes, the $500 million man. Everyone knows that he got that biggest contract in NFL history this year. So sorry about that. So what has the $500 million man done for his team? In the past 2 seasons, he has been NFL MVP and Super Bowl champion. So in his 2 seasons as a starting quarterback, he has gotten the 2 highest honors in sports, in football possible. So I think that he is well deserved of his contract. Is he worth that amount of money? Now, the breakdown of it is, yes, he is, but it's not very smart. So if you want to continue having team success and you want to continue doing well, you can't pay one player hundreds of millions of dollars because you need to pay the rest of the team. So yes, Tyreek Hill is on payroll. Yes, Damian Williams is on payroll. Yes, Travis Kelce's on payroll. You have all these amazing players on payroll. You have all these amazing guys surrounding Patrick Mahomes. What does Patrick Mahomes do with his $45 million contract in 6 years from now when he doesn't have any of those guys? When he can't pay anyone else because you're paying $50 million to one player? Now, I'm not saying that Patrick Mahomes is not going to be a good quarterback without good wide receivers. I'm just saying he does have some of the best wide receivers in the league. And the years that Brady did well, he had some of the best wide receivers in the league. He got 50 touchdowns with Randy Moss and Gronk. Oh, he didn't have Gronk. He had Randy Moss, he had Wes Welker. Patrick Mahomes has Travis Kelce, he has Tyreek Hill, he had Kareem Hunt 2 years ago. So he's definitely worth the money, but it might not be the smartest team decision. Russell Wilson, I think easily deserves to be the second highest paid quarterback in the league. He doesn't have a 10-year contract like Mahomes. That's the issue, I think, with Mahomes' contract, is that it's so long. It's not the amount of money, it's the length. Next, you have Ben Roethlisberger, who has proven himself. And one thing that I noticed is that in the top 5 players on this list, Jared Goff is the only one without a Super Bowl ring. So you have Patrick Mahomes with a Super Bowl ring. He's only been in the league for 2 years. You have Russell Wilson with a Super Bowl ring. He's been in the league for a while. You have Ben Roethlisberger with 2 Super Bowl rings. He's been in the league for a while. You have Jared Goff, who's been in 1 Super Bowl and has only been in the league for 5 years. And you have Aaron Rodgers, who's a veteran quarterback who has a Super Bowl ring. And Jared Goff just does not belong. He just doesn't belong up there with those other guys. So I know that right below Jared Goff you have Kirk Cousins and Carson Wentz. I frankly don't believe Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, or Carson Wentz are worth over $30 million. I don't. Jared Goff has been consistent in his career, but he hasn't been all-world. Carson Wentz has done amazing, but he hasn't been able to play an entire season. Kirk Cousins has had a pretty good career, but he's getting older. He's with a different team. He's not bad, made the Pro Bowl last year. So although Kirk Cousins and Carson Wentz and Jared Goff have had impressive careers, they're not worth the same amount as the rest of these guys. Now you get down to some of the next tier. You have $30 million and below. And Matt Ryan, I think, is the perfect person to be right on the border of the $30 million club, because he has had an impressive career. His statistics are insane, but he has never been able to make it through the playoffs. He made it to the Super Bowl one time, and it was a team effort, but he also did blow the game. And so Matt Ryan has been trying to get back to that Super Bowl. He had an MVP season the following year, but his defense wasn't there, so it didn't have the record. If he gets a good defense, then they will do really well. But right now, he has the short end of the stick, and I think that's why he's getting paid 30. I think that if he had a better defense and they did better, then he would be up. I think that if he didn't play as well, then he would be below. So I think that he's right where he's supposed to be. Next is Ryan Tannehill, and this is a controversial one. I think Ryan Tannehill should have been paid $20 million for this season. I think that he can be worth $30 million. But after playing one season with the Titans, after having a career of horrendous seasons with the Dolphins, with one positive year where he went like 10-6 or something, you can't pay him $30 million. If you want to pay him 20, fine. But you can't pay Ryan Tannehill $30 million after one season. And everyone's going to say, oh my gosh, you're a heretic. But it's because you can't bet on someone after seeing them one time. You got to bet on them after seeing a couple of... That's why in fantasy football, I never take a player onto my team without first seeing them play 2 games in a row. Or I never start a player. If I pick up someone off of a waiver that did really well one week, I'm not going to start them that week, because I need to see them do well twice before I think that it's worth it to play that player. You know, you need to see Matt Ryan. They should have given him a 1-year deal, $15 million, and said, hey, perform this year and you'll get money. Don't perform and you won't get money. And I think that would have been a much better deal for him. Jimmy Garoppolo made it to the Super Bowl. He deserves $27.5. He didn't win the Super Bowl, but he was the Super Bowl contender last year, and he's, I think, 13-6 or something. He has a impressive, not 13. He has like 20-6 in his career so far. So he has an impressive start to his career. He's like 80 win percentage right now. Matthew Stafford, I still think is paid too much. He was the highest paid quarterback in the league at one point, and I don't think that he's ever deserved that. I know that he's similar to Matt Ryan, where he has the stats, but his defense isn't there. But he's never done anything. Honestly, he hasn't done a single thing with his career. So that might sound a little bit harsh, but I just don't think that he's worth more than Drew Brees. Now you have Drew Brees, Philip Rivers, Derek Carr, and Tom Brady, all at 25. They're all the old guy. Derek Carr does not belong in this group. Drew Brees, Philip Rivers, and Tom Brady have all been in the league for a million years. They all have had impressive careers. Philip Rivers has not had the Super Bowls that the other two have had, or the success, but they've all had the stats. They've all had the games. They've all played it out, and now they're all just right there in the middle of the starting quarterbacks. They'll take 25. They want to have a good season. They don't want the money anymore. The football's about the money for the young guys. It's not about the money for the old guys. And so that's why the three of them are chilling around 25. Alex Smith got a contract with the Washington football team. He didn't play last year. Oh, he played some last year, and then he got injured. Teddy Bridgewater, up and coming. He has a pretty good contract. I think he deserves that. Taysom Hill is getting paid a lot of money for sitting on the bench. Well, he's not sitting on the bench. He's being utilized a lot on the field. But he's not a starting quarterback, and I think that he is getting paid a lot for not even being a starting quarterback. But that's the Saints' decision. They're grooming him for the future. I don't know if he's going to be a quarterback or if he's going to be out of position or what. But hey, that's their call. And I just think that it's a completely fair amount of money to give him. Jacoby Brissett, $15 million. I think, and now this is where you start getting to your Marcus Mariotas, your Nick Foles, your Case Keenums, the guys that have been around for a million years, but they can't stay with the team. Ryan Fitzpatrick, you know the drill. Now it's time to go over the people still on a rookie contract in the quarterbacks. So we have Joe Burrow, who is a rookie. Kyler Murray, who is in his second year, still on a rookie contract. Baker Mayfield, who's in his third year, still on a rookie contract. Tua Tagovailoa, who is in his first year. Sam Darnold, who is in his third year. Mitchell Trubisky, who is in his fourth year, I believe, still on that rookie contract. Justin Herbert, who is in his rookie year, so Daniel Jones in his second, Josh Allen in his third, Josh Rosen in his third, Dwayne Haskins, Deshaun Watson still on his rookie contract, and Lamar Jackson still on his rookie contract. So there are some interesting names in this list that I would like to get to immediately. So, the first part of this video was all of the veteran players that have been established and have had salaries based off of their performance. Now these are our rookie players. We have Kyler Murray, who I think is due for a massive salary when he gets it. I think that last year he showed that he can play tough, he can show his grit, he can get it in there, and he can have a good season. This year he's going to have Larry Fitzgerald and DeAndre Hopkins, and he's going to have a great season. I think that his first real salary will be in the mid 20 million range. Next is Baker Mayfield, who this is going to be his deciding year. His first year in the league, he went 7-7. I think he went 8-7-1 or something. It was somewhere around there. I think he went 7-6-1. 7-6-1. That's what it was. And he had the most touchdowns by a rookie quarterback in NFL history. And now he's just not showing up. He threw so many interceptions last year. They went 6-10. The Browns are not showing it anymore. And I think that he needs to step it up this year if he wants money. If he wants a big salary, he needs to step it up. And this year will be the deciding factor. Because he's had one good season and one bad season. And he needs to have an amazing season this year to get paid. Sam Darnold will not get paid. That might sound harsh, but I don't think he's not good enough to get paid. Neither is Mitchell Trubisky. The Bears would do better with any other quarterback in the entire league. The only reason why the Bears are even playoff contenders is because of their defense. And Mitchell Trubisky makes the Bears worse. I'm sorry. He is not a good quarterback, and the Bears need a new one right away. He's not getting paid. I can't judge any of the rookies. I'm not going over any of the rookies because I cannot judge them. They're all brand new. Daniel Jones, I think, will eventually get his money. He's had a solid couple seasons. Josh Allen will definitely get his money. Josh Allen brought the Bills to the playoffs last year, somewhere they have not been in a very long time. They're only there one time recently, and it almost was like a mistake. It was pretty much a mistake that they made the playoffs that year. This year was the first time that they made the playoffs in a very long time where they had the spot pretty securely. And I think that Josh Allen will get his money because the Bills will want to continue their franchise success, and the fan base is going to want to see more of Josh Allen. Next, we have Deshaun Watson, who is going to be paid well over $30 million coming up. He is going to be paid 31, 32, 33. He's going to be up there with Russell Wilson, with Patrick Mahomes. He's not going to be paid 45, but he'll be paid $34 million. He needs to make the playoffs this year to make that happen. And if he makes the playoffs, then he's getting paid $30 million. They're not paying the Titans aren't paying Ryan Tannehill $30 million to have the Texans pay Deshaun Watson under 30. Deshaun Watson will get paid. It's just a matter of time. And last but not least is Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson, just like Deshaun Watson, will be getting paid in the future. He will be getting paid $30-40 million. Because the team, the fan base, the team will not want to get rid of those players because the fan base loves them. The NFL is a business. And if your fan base loves your players, then you're not going to get rid of them. And even if you have to compromise in other areas of the team, like the Chiefs might have to do in the future with Patrick Mahomes, it's worth it because your fans will continue to come, they'll continue to pay, and you'll think you're doing what's right for the team. So they will pay Lamar, and they will pay Deshaun. Guys, thank you guys for watching the video. I really do enjoy making these videos. And let me know if there's something else you want to see on Mondays, because I'm trying to keep a daily schedule. As you can see throughout most of the weeks, Sundays are always the NFL, the fantasy football sleepers. Mondays were highlights, now they're this. Tuesdays have been fantasy football, mock drafts. Wednesdays have been, I can't remember Wednesdays. Thursdays have been my predicting every game of the season. Fridays have been mock drafts. Saturdays have been This Week in Sports. And Sundays, again, the cycle repeats. So I have been trying to keep a consistent schedule, but now I'm changing my Mondays, so I'm going to be going over every position in the league, not just quarterbacks, going over the highest paid players, players that should be paid more, and anything in between. One of the players I'd like to mention that I didn't get to in the video was Cam Newton, who is currently being paid $1.5 million by the Patriots because no one else wanted to sign him. And I'm really excited to see what he does with the Patriots this year. I think that it's abhorrently low for him, and I'm sorry that he's only getting paid that much. But it was a business deal by the Patriots. They said, hey, you're not getting signed by another team. Take our deal, and we'll pay you if you earn it. It's a 1-year deal, so if he earns it this year, then he'll get paid. He's another player that will get paid, because he will earn it. So, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, comment below who you think doesn't have a good salary right now or is on a rookie contract out of the quarterbacks that will get paid in the future that I didn't mention in this video. What rookies do you think are going to have the best season? And what rookies do you think are going to have a solid career? So thank you guys all for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to check back tomorrow. I post new videos every single day. Tomorrow I'll be doing a mock draft. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.